Use headphones for best experience. John and Emily met at a coffee shop on a rainy day, their eyes locking across the room. John was a simple man, kind-hearted, and deeply in love with the idea of love. Emily was vibrant and full of life, drawing John into her world like a moth to a flame. Their love blossomed quickly, and the two became inseparable. Late-night calls, shared dreams, and promises of forever became their daily routine. Months passed, and John noticed Emily's laughter felt distant. She was on her phone more often, meeting friends he had never heard of before. Despite his growing doubts, John convinced himself that love required trust, even when it hurt. But one evening, his world shattered. John followed Emily to a secluded park, where he saw her in the arms of another man. His heart pounded, tears welling up in his eyes as betrayal engulfed him. Unable to confront her, he silently walked away, his mind clouded with despair and anger. The next day, John invited Emily over to his apartment. His voice was calm, too calm. Emily entered, unaware of the storm brewing inside him. John questioned her, hoping for denial, but her silence confirmed everything. She admitted to her affair, justifying it with hollow excuses about growing apart. John's chest tightened, his love turning into a searing pain. In his mind, her betrayal wasn't just infidelity. It was the murder of the dreams they had built together. John's heart gave way to darkness. He invited Emily and her lover, Chris, to his apartment under the pretense of resolving things. As they arrived, they found a beautifully set table, candles flickering in a haunting glow. John poured drinks, his hands steady but his eyes cold. As they drank and laughed nervously, he locked the door. Revealing a knife, John's voice turned icy. "You killed my soul," he whispered to Emily. "Now I'll kill yours." Panic erupted, but it was too late. Chris tried to fight back, but John's rage made him unstoppable. The room filled with screams as he stabbed Chris. Emily begged for mercy, tears streaming down her face, but John's love had turned to ashes. He turned the blade on her, ending the life of the woman he once cherished. With blood-stained hands, John stood in the silent apartment. His breath was heavy, his mind numb. He looked at the photo of him and Emily on the wall, their smiles mocking him. John picked up the knife one last time, whispering, "I loved you, Emily. I loved you more than life." With a final thrust, he ended his pain, collapsing beside the two people who had destroyed him. The screen fades to black, as the sound of a police siren grows louder in the distance. The words appear on the screen. "The trail destroys not just love, but lives." The camera pans over the quiet apartment, the aftermath of shattered love and betrayal now eerily still. A single photo frame, cracked and smeared with blood, lies on the floor, showing happier times between John and Emily. The scene transitions to the police arriving at the apartment, breaking down the door to find the grim scene. An officer picks up the bloodied knife, his expression a mix of sorrow and horror. Another officer finds a handwritten letter on the table. The narrator's voice reads the letter aloud. "To anyone who finds this, I loved her with all my heart. But love isn't enough when trust is broken. I gave my soul to someone who tore it apart. I hope no one else feels this pain. If you're reading this, remember that love is precious, but fragile. Guard your heart, and don't let betrayal destroy you as it did me." The screen fades to the morning sun rising, a new day dawning over a world unaware of the tragedy that unfolded in the small apartment. The haunting melody of a piano plays softly as the screen displays. Love is a gift, but subscribe for Motivate Me.